Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts. Today has been insane, okay? A lot of good stuff going on in the personal life, then all of a sudden, Twitter blows up. Start getting tagged and shit. I'm like, okay, what's going on? Okay, something must be going on because I really didn't tweet anything significant. And then I get tagged in this. Tyler Hoechlin is returning to the Arrowverse in the crossover event as Superman for all 3 episodes, and also cherry on top of Lois Lane's getting introduced. What? Okay, so I want to read this article because I really didn't read it until just now because I was just skimming through it as I pulled it up. I didn't read it. I just saw the article and I freaked out on Twitter. Look, up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. No, it's Tyler Hoechlin returning as Superman for the CW's epic Arrowverse crossover event, and he's bringing Lois Lane. It's saying here that they're excited to bring Lois Lane to the Arrowverse, which is awesome. They kind of teased Lois Lane for a bit. And honestly, when they introduced Tyler Hoechlin Superman, I'm like, okay, well, this is huge for the Arrowverse back then. This was a couple years ago. And then he just disappeared. He was nowhere to be seen in Season 3 of Supergirl. They kept referencing him. We never saw him. And I was like, oh, okay, we're bringing him back for the crossover event. Oh, and Lois Lane. We're going to introduce her. Okay. And so, right before I started recording this video, I read this little bit of information. Superman is going to be appearing in all 3 episodes, which is phenomenal. I love this so, so much. I don't know what changed, because I feel since Henry Cavill Superman in the DCEU, the films, when he came back around the same time, you know, as Superman was being introduced on Supergirl, that we wouldn't be seeing much Superman again at this point on the Arrowverse because of the fact that he's alive in the films. I don't know what changed, but this is massive, because I thought since we didn't see him in Season 3 of Supergirl, maybe we'll see him in Season 4. But now that he's in the crossover event, all 3 episodes, and Lois Lane's coming, I don't know what this means. Some have been speculating this means Superman's show is on the horizon. He's going to get his own show in the Arrowverse. I don't think this is actually, I don't believe this. But what I think this does is him appearing more in the Arrowverse is more of a possibility now. And also Lois Lane, I think this also means she'll be appearing in the Arrowverse more often now, because Batwoman is the focus of the crossover event. We know that. Lois Lane being introduced is insane. And bringing back Superman, that's insane too. So they're really adding a lot of cool stuff to this crossover event. And we got this image yesterday. I want to pull this up. Is this poster that popped up yesterday showcasing the 3-night crossover event. They're confirming the dates and also showcasing a better look at the new Season 5 Flash suit. And also when the actual episodes are going to be airing in terms of what placements, because as you see here, Flash Sunday, Arrow Monday, Supergirl Tuesday. Now, if you are paying close attention, Supergirl and Flash's dates have been flipped. Supergirl is going to start airing on Sundays when the show comes back in October, and Flash is on Tuesdays as it's been for the last couple of years. I think it's actually been always on Tuesdays, but regardless, they're flipping it. Flash is on Sunday, Supergirl is on Tuesday. Now, with them announcing Superman today, because this poster came out yesterday, with Superman and Lois Lane announced today, I think this indicates one thing. I think this indicates, and also with this poster, that Supergirl is the finale of this crossover event. Maybe Batwoman is on Earth 38. Maybe Batwoman is actually on Supergirl's Earth. I've been saying forever that it's going to be on Earth 1. There's the little tidbit that Mark Pedowitz, the CW president, at the upfronts, the CW upfronts, when they announced all the shows returning and new shows coming on to CW, the president said when they announced this crossover event that, oh yeah, Arrow's going to be heavily tied into the crossover event. Maybe that is because he's a vigilante, Green Arrow, and he can connect more with Batwoman. I don't know. But with the fact that Supergirl is the finale, the three-part arc, her episode is the finale, and they're flipping the days, and Superman's returning, Lois Lane being introduced, I think this indicates that I was wrong. I think Batwoman might be on Earth 38 and actually be a part of her Earth and not Arrow, Flash, and Legends. But we'll have to wait and see. We still have no confirmation. I mean, they were kind of teasing that when they announced the Batwoman and then they announced the casting of Ruby Rose as Batwoman. There's still more to come. I didn't think this was actually going to happen. I didn't think Superman was going to be in the crossover event. I've been saying forever, you need to have Superman in the crossover. You need to have Tyler Hoechlin. You need to have him meet Barry, meet Oliver Queen. He has to meet these iconic characters. He has to. You can't bring in Superman into the Arrowverse and then have him never meet these other characters. It just doesn't make sense. And now they're making up for that fact. They're actually making up for it. Maybe Tyler Hoechlin's schedule prevented them from using him last year for Supergirl Season 3 or anything else. But they're actually bringing him in for this heavy-hitting crossover event, which I think is going to be insane. It's already insane with Batwoman. Now they added all this. It's freaking awesome. It really is. I'm curious to know what you guys think. Because my first indication, my first reaction to this, really, not indication, reaction, that's the correct word. Right, honey? Girlfriend's on the floor over there, just listening to me ramble and shit. She's used to it. My reaction was holy fucking shit. That was my reaction when they announced the crossover event. Now it's holy fucking shit again. So, I don't know what's next. I wasn't expecting this announcement. Here it is. And Lois Lane, cherry on top, right? What else could they do? Because as we've seen here with this poster, and the fact is, it's confirmed at this point, Legends of Tomorrow is not in the crossover this year. It's a bummer, but when this news came out, my first indication reaction, thoughts, I can't fucking speak, I had a long day, is this kind of makes up for Legends not being there. I have a sneaking suspicion that maybe someone from Legends is going to pop up here, but I don't think so. But with Superman returning and Lois Lane being introduced and the possibility of other surprises, it's kind of makes up for it. But with Superman appearing, I have a feeling this is going to be on Earth 38. Because I don't see, unless they find a really, really interesting way and it actually makes sense for Supergirl to bring Superman over to Earth 1, I don't know. I think this is actually going to be on Earth 38. But what's the threat level? That's the thing, because if you're bringing in Superman, you already have Supergirl. If you're bringing in Superman, what are they fighting? Who are they going up against in order to take on two Kryptonians? I don't know. That's the bigger question we need to ask here, people, because originally the rumor was the Court of Owls, which would be awesome, but you have two Kryptonians. The Court of Owls can't go up against two Kryptonians unless they find a really unique way to kind of spin it in order for the Court of Owls to actually stand a chance. So what is the threat? What is the threat for two Kryptonians? I don't know. But this is awesome news. I'm really excited. As you guys can tell, I'm just rambling. I'm excited. This is huge. And I'm hoping this leads to more cool announcements, because right now, I think this crossover, just as it is with Batwoman, Superman, and Lois Lane, I think we're set up for a pretty cool event. Pretty awesome. I don't know if it's going to top Crisis on Earth X, but they're leaning towards it because it's getting more and more epic. So if they announce something else and then something else, then this might be the best cross. Because so far, it's like Dominators was winning, and then Crisis on Earth X, that obliterated Dominators in terms of how good it was. And being overall, what's the best crossover event in the Arrowverse? Crisis on Earth X, hands down, is the best one. But with Batwoman, Lois Lane being introduced, and Superman returning, this might actually beat it. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. So there you guys have it. That's my thoughts. I'm really excited. I'm curious to know what you guys think, like I asked earlier. What do you think is going to happen next? Do you think they're going to announce the villain? Who do you think the villain's going to be? Who do you think other characters they could possibly announce for this crossover event? Whatever thoughts you have about what could be happening upcoming, what do you think is going to happen in the crossover event? Whatever thoughts you have about this information and this humongous info dropping today, let me know in the comment section below, guys. Talk to you guys soon. Peace out.